What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Buccaneers Fantasy Franchise, as we are here in week 4, coming off of our first victory of the season in a close one against the Green Bay Packers, where we outscored them 21-3 in the second half. And we were definitely the much better team here throughout the entire game, but these 4 turnovers is what was the difference in the first half, as Derek Carr threw 4 interceptions in the first half, was pulled shortly before halftime, then came back and led the charge for the victory. He was only sacked 1 time, so that was much better, I'd say. Travis Etienne was our workhorse once again, averaging 4.5 a carry. Juju, really shined back in the slot with 8 for 118 in the tutty. That's where he's going to remain. He did everything for us, and even we got Etienne out the backfield with 6 targets, so we will definitely take that. On the defensive end, Myles Jack was our leading tackler. Jalen Phillips once again in the backfield for us, as Joey Bosa and himself get a sack and a half, with Myles Jack and Leonard Williams getting a half sack as well. Looking forward here, we're going to take a QB check-in after that 4 interception performance. You know what? I still have to say, as bad as he played in that first half, I still think you got to hold the whole team accountable, because our O-line, he's got no chance back there, and we've all seen it, and that is priority number 1 this offseason. Whether it's free agency or through the draft, we have got to shore up that O-line, because whoever's back there isn't going to succeed. Taking a look at the Chiefs here, our matchup for this week in another home bout. They have, this piece of shit. They have the molester, but he's in Madden, so it is what it is. Put Jameson though. Have him chuck 7 picks. In the backfield, they have Devin Singletary and AJ Dillon backing him up. Big bruising power back out of Boston College. And their wide receiving core looks like everybody's under about 6 feet and speedy. Jalen Gayton there is okay, so Deontay Johnson, we got to lock up in the slot. He is an 83 superstar. The 26-year-old man out of Toledo is the Steelers' number 1 wide receiver right now. He's always very productive. Nice underneath guy, a lot of reception, big target guy. So we're going to lock him up with Jalen Ramsey. At tight end, they have the big man David Njoku, who is an 86 star and a captain on this Chiefs team. He is just an athletic freak, and especially in the game of Madden, he is a good, solid tight end that we have to make sure either David Long or Myles Jack sticks close to them. Looking at their O-line here, they're solid in the center, but the tackles are looking kind of weak. So, Morgan Moses is actually very good, but I expect Jermaine Johnson to continue his, big year that he's having as a rookie, getting in that backfield, causing disruption. I notice him more than I noticed Joey Bosa, and that's a good thing, because Bosa quietly is doing pretty much his equal. When we take a look at their stud, 99 overall edge rusher, Myles Garrett, he is top 3, if not 1 defensive end in this league, an absolute specimen of a human being, and he is going to be a problem for our O-line. That's for sure. Taking a look at the rest of their defense here in the back end. They do have Devin White. Big fan of him, as he is a Buccaneer right now. Athletic freak of a linebacker. I feel like he's unfairly ranked there. And they have a couple other Buccaneers here with Jamel Dean and Sean Murphy Bunting in the back end. Okay, and then the young Eric Stokes out of Georgia. John Johnson sitting back there at free safety. And Jordan Fuller. You know what? I think there's definitely areas we can attack them here. They pass the ball well. We stop the pass well. They, can't stop the run, and we run the ball well. So let's see what we can do. We got to focus on, probably run it right up their gullet here with Etienne. Yep. Run right up their gullet. And that's what we're going to do as we go into this week, the number 3 ranked defense and still a bottom feeder offense. A couple of guys had a good week of practice, but they are not important to us at this very moment. And I think from here on out, that should be about it. And it is now game time, week 4, about to get underway. As we are live Sunday night in what looks to be a goddamn hurricane in Tampa Bay. My goodness. As Juju coming off his best performance of the season last week, 8 for 118 and a touchdown. Molester, Deontay, beauty, and Devin White. Jeez, I thought hurricane season was over. As the Buccaneers come out in their retro for this week 4 matchup against the Chiefs at home in this monsoon. This will be interesting. But we are underway here in Raymond James Stadium as the opening kickoff is going to go out for a touchback. And let's see if this Buccaneers team can bounce back or can continue the streak, go on a streak, and string 2 wins together. Almost said bounce back because look at what Derek Carr did last week. I mean, just the interceptions alone, I should say. He is now even up. He's 4-4 as we are 1st and 10 from our own 25. They hand it off to Travis Etienne and he is tackled for a quick loss after 4. He's off to a great start this year, but after, 3 weeks, that's a lot of carries so far. But, we say it every week. We just got to keep giving him the rock. 2nd and 6 here. We do just that. He sticks his foot in, cuts it north-south and picks up a big gain for 1st down. He's off to the races already in this monsoon of a storm, but the fans still coming out here after their first home victory of the season. Was also their first. 1st and 10 now. Give to Etienne again, but Devin White comes crashing down through the line, scraping. Loss of 1 there as it brings up 2nd and 11 on our first passing attempt, I believe. Derek Carr cannot get rid of his. Jermaine Johnson comes ripping off the end. And that is an early sack here as we can see our left tackle, DJ Humphries, wanted nothing to do with that. He is pissed off that he is soaking wet and playing football. It might be a long day for old DC after a 4 interception performance. It could only get worse now. 3rd and 14 here. These are the situations we can't be in as Kansas City brings the heat. DC tries to get rid of it just out of the outstretched arms of Austin Hooper. But we have a personal foul roughing the passer as Derek Carr must have taken a shot here as Jermaine Johnson got a little excited to hit him once again. And that is a big mistake, giving our struggling offense a 1st down and just over midfield here. As Etienne gets it and he is brought down by Willie Gay instantly for another loss on 1st down. 2nd and 13. Getting behind the sticks. Passing situations, and we are not confident as Kansas City brings the heat again, and Derek Carr gets rid of it. What an interception from Eric Stokes, but also Zay Jones. Come back to the football, man. That's man coverage, press man. I'm throwing it to your back hip, and you just turn and stand. At least Eric came back to it. What an athletic interception, too. Feet give out from under him, and that will be 1st and 10 Chiefs. And unfortunately, we start with another interception early and often in this week 4 matchup. 1st and 10 now for Kansas City on their own 39. As he gives to Devin Singletary, and he will only be able to pick up about 2 yards. As he's off to a kind of a rough start to this season. Unless he's splitting carries with A.J. Dillon. We will see, I guess. 2nd and 8 now. Watson back to throw, gets it under to Deontay Johnson, and he will scrounge up 7 yards there, bring up a 3rd and short. Singletary alone in the backfield. Double bunch here. Watson turns and gives. Singletary makes a cut, and he is just able to get the 1st down, crossing midfield in the process. 1st down Chiefs. Trips to the field weak side here. Little play action, a Singletary. Watson looking for anybody. Finds a man on the sideline, and Njoku gets his toes down. I mean, he is just a big wide receiver. That's for sure. 1st and 10 now. Getting closer to the red zone here as Watson back to pass once again. All the time in the world. Finds Darnell Mooney underneath. And that is a huge play for a 1st down as he starts 3 for 3. And we need to tighten up here, whether it's get some more pressure somehow or You know, just make sure we have Jalen Ramsey all around the football. Spread him out here as we are bringing some heat on this zone blitz. Watson gets rid of it quickly, and Njoku can't get his head around it quick enough, and that will bring up 2nd and 10 here. That might be something we have to do, is force a lot of heat in this, you know, shitty weather. Get the ball out quick and let them make mistakes. As Buda Baker comes up with it again, I believe. Another one of these. Buda just is known for these. That's his MO now. Just gets all rascally in there and ends up with the football. So we try to take a closer look here as he is just floating in that zone. And he just pulls it right out of his mitts and over Singletary's shoulders. My goodness. Mighty Mouse. We're all even on turnovers now. 1st and 10 as Derek Carr brings this offense back out. Does what he does best. Gives it to Etienne, who's able to rumble around for about 3 or 4. Make it 2nd and 6 here with 5.5 to go in the first. Carr tosses it out as Myles Garrett said, nah. That's what I've been waiting for. And that is a big loss. Oh, nice guy though. Wasn't trying to smash a helmet into our forehead, I guess. 3rd and 13 now. I don't like this. Another interception chance as we look for Austin Hooper, and thank goodness. That should have been an interception, and we are going to be glad to punt that away. Unfortunately, in this hurricane, did not go far as they are right back at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Watson. Gets almost sacked there by David Long. Knocks it out. Watson was just able to get a throwing motion, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 as that fell incomplete. Watson looking for the screen here, and the boys are all over it. Miles Jack was right on Singletary's hip, and this is a defensive battle, as you could have guessed when you saw the weather report going into today. 3rd and 13 here from the 41 now. Blitz coming off the edge. Bosa hits him in the lips. Ball up and tipped, and they just clean him up as Cam Sutton comes in late, and they are going to try a field goal here. Must have a massive win at their back. 4th and 13. Ball is up. Never had a chance. And it will be 1st and 10 Buccaneers from midfield. What a sloppy performance from both offenses here, but it might be a low scoring one as Etienne gets the ball, gets tangled up there, shrugs off John Johnson, and that will be enough for 8 yards. Great hard run there from Travis. 2nd and 2. Gets the ball again, cuts it upfield, and just enough for the first down as Devin White cleans up the tackle. Bringing up 1st and 10. I'm not sure about the passing situation here, but coach knows what he wants. Carr gets rid of it quick to Etienne. That is a nice safe throw. Puts on the spin move. Eric Stokes, nice pick, but doesn't know how to break down for a tackle. 2nd and 4 now. Man, I'm stumbling over my words. Still battling the cold, boys. Etienne tries to cut it back in once again. 3rd and 1 now for DC. In the creamsicle Bucs uniforms, turns and gives to Etienne. He's able to squeeze through. We don't normally have much success on 3rd and shorts like that, but he is able to keep chugging forward. I'm really pumped with our strategy and focus to run it inside there because we've had a lot of success. It's a 1st and 10 pass up ahead. Derek Carr pulls the ball, looking to slide. He does get down, and that is something we haven't seen much from Derek Carr, but I like it better than not forcing it. 2nd and 1 here as he gives to Etienne, who's able to power forward once again for a quick first down. 1st and 10 as the first quarter comes underway. Carr looking back to pass, looks to go, and he fumbles it once again as Myles Garrett picks it up. He tried to get a little too fancy with his scrambles, the second one, and he fumbles. Another turnover from Derek Carr, and we have -4 passing yards in the first quarter. Yikes! Chiefs ball after our second turnover in 3 drives. 1st and 10 give to Singletary, and he's able to gain only 2. Not a whole lot of offense from both sides. And let's see how long these fans want to stick around and watch this, as it is almost cut from Jalen Ramsey. Almost undercuts that slant. Hell of a jump, and only holds him to a short gain. 3rd and 7 here. If we can get off the field once again, that is massive, as Deontay Johnson is able to get some separation on that slant from Jalen. What a battle it's going to be from these guys today. You can see they're matched up here. Just has that outside leverage, and Deontay knows how to work it. Makes the catch underneath, and that'll be another first down for this Chiefs offense. First and 10 now, 36. Back to pass. It's a screen again. Devon Hamilton saw it the whole way. First tackle shrugged, and that will be a big loss on first down, bringing up a 2nd and long in these conditions. Leonard Williams back there to clean it up. What we love to see, boys. Got Johnson and Ramsey together in the slot there. One-on-one matchup. Ramsey's all over him. Leonard Williams almost gets to him. That is another, not a TFL, but we'll hold him at 14 here. 3rd and 14. We're going to man up again. Screen coming once again. Leonard Williams is all over it. Miles Jack's all over it. And that is a 4th and 18. That is a punt. Good job, defense. And the 0-0 barn burner we got going here. Look at this punt. How, like, this is what the game's going to be. Went 10 yards. Just try not to touch it. Went 6 yards. 1st and 10 for us from the 35. What a start. Let's capitalize. Let's get anything going here. We do have the win at our back now this quarter, so field goal is an option. 1st and 10. We're going to turn and just give it to Etienne as he gets tangled up and does some sort of weird animation. That'll be a loss of 1 there. We're going to bring Preston Williams in motion here into that bunch. See if we can get a good matchup. Got him open, just underthrown a bit as Devin White's closing speed to cut off that ball to Juju Smith-Schuster, as Derek Carr is 1 for 6 and a pick. Yikes. It's 3rd and 11. Etienne's wide open in the middle on the angle route. We'll give it to him. He shrugs off the safety once again, and he is having himself quite the game in this hurricane. In the red zone for the first time today now, or the second. Can't remember when we threw that interception. Etienne gets it off the right side. Myles Garrett is there to make a stop. We haven't been getting big plays at all by any means, but we're doing just enough to... Oh, and Derek Carr has no one open there. They locked us down. You know, those are just quick routes. We're trying to get rid of the ball, gain some yards. Unable to get nothing here, as we're going to go trips to the weak side. Looking for anything here. Derek Carr lobs it up. He has Juju, but that gets caught in the wind. Sails out of bounds, and that'll be a field goal chance, which McLaughlin knocks through, and that will be 3-0 here. Tampa Bay at home in quite the game in week 4. Hey, well, we'll take any win here. We're just trying to string something good together after these first 3 weeks of the season. 1st and 10 now for the Chiefs. Gets the ball out quickly. I think that's Jalen Guyton. I'm not totally sure, though. They go empty. Looks like we might be bringing some heat. Drop him out, though, into coverage. We get to Deshaun Watson. He fumbles the football as it's dribbling around. They pick it up once again, but that is okay. That is the pressure we need right up the middle. Who was that? Was that Leonard? No, it's Devon Hamilton. Absolutely fighting his way through the double team. Splits him. Deshaun Watson gets hit in the elbow, and that ball is out. And unfortunately, that slippery pigskin, no one could scoop it up until their O-lineman did. 3rd and 22 now. Let's lock him up in man here and try to get some pressure as they spread him out once again. They have nobody. The coverage is there, and oh no, this is what we can't have. On 3rd and 22, the scamper of the creep takes it for 25 as we locked him up, but we just could not get to Deshaun. Man, we're bad for this on 3rd and longs. Maybe we just got to sit back and cover 4. Man, that's almost gut-wrenching in this 3-0 game. We're about to get the ball back. They were going to punt it into the wind again. 1st and 10 now. Watson back to pass, looking for anybody. Throws it short to Njoku, but he is tackled quickly from Budda Baker. 2nd and 4 now. Watson with the dummy count, looking for anyone. He might get brought down once again as Jalen Phillips and Joey Bosa meet him in the middle. Probably a half sack for each, but that is what we love to see from our rush duo. Bringing up a 3rd and 10 here. We're going to sit back in a zone so we do not let that happen once again. See if Devon Hamilton can split that double team as Watson's starting to panic, looking to run to his left. Throws it cross body to Deontay Johnson. Unfortunately, with 2.5 to go, that won't be enough, even with that magic chuck cross body here. That was something else. It's all those massages he gets. Limber. And that will be a punt. Once again, it's going to go, 6 yards. 2-minute warning now. Buccaneer football. See if DC can add to this 3-0 lead before halftime. We will really take anything at the moment. They're going to pass on 1st and 10 as he tries to get rid of it, and that thing sails, as this wind is no joke at our backs here at Raymond James. 2nd and 10 now, looking for anyone. He has someone in his back. Just gets out to Etienne. Gets bumped around like a ping pong ball, and it bring up a 3rd and medium here. As we send Etienne out, we're going to go empty backfield. Try to keep this drive alive and not give the Chiefs a good position. Gonna check Etienne deep as he has him. And dang, Derek Carr underthrew it here. Coach wants to try a 66-yard field goal. I don't know if McLaughlin has the leg or the guts, as that is a small target and I whiff on it. Gonna pull a bit left and didn't even have the leg anyways. As we give the Chiefs a heck of a starting point here just on our side of midfield. Play action for Watson as he finds Njoku on the sideline there. Stop the clock and move those chains. We just didn't have anyone out there in our zone. He found the gap. 1st and 10 here, minute 9. Oh boy, our coverage is messed. No one's manned up to anyone. Dumped out to the running back, Singletary, wide open. We had confusion on the back end. That is something we can't afford to have here. Such a sloppy game. 1st and 10 now from our 12. Ball is snapped. Watson panics quickly, does another spin around. Unfortunately, Thompson doesn't get his mitts on it, but that was an opportunity wasted there. Just under a minute to go. 2nd and 10. Devon Hamilton trying to get some pressures. Watson gets it out quick to Njoku, who's been his main target here in this sloppy weather game. As Andy Reid calls another timeout as they try to think this over to make sure they get it correctly here going into halftime. 3rd and 3 now. Watson back to pass once again, and the ball goes right through the mitts there of Jalen Guyton. That is going to bring up a field goal opportunity. As they're going into a strong wind, I wonder, this should go no matter what. Ball is up, and that is good. 3-3 here. Just before halftime. The Buccaneers come out, try to get anything to happen, and they do have that strong wind at their back. They could try a long field goal once again. Carr gets rid of it quickly to Juju as he makes the snag. Heck of a catch here. Buccaneer timeout. First and 10. Carr back to pass. Looking across the middle again. He finds Zay Jones. He splits the defense. And he is going. 10, 5, touchdown. The biggest play of our season, I believe. Other than, we had some deep balls to Claypool. But I was just trying to get the ball to him and get in the field goal range. We take it in like 15 seconds. And Zay Jones splits the boys and takes it house. Heck of a route concept. Stacking him and Juju. Gets Stokes to turn his hips, and he just turns on the burners in that sloppy grass. What a play. I was not expecting that. 10-3 now with 29 seconds to go. If we did it, they could do it too, though. Watson back to pass, just under pressure. Ball thrown right up. What a catch. Jalen Guyton, what a throw too. I'll give him his flowers on that one. What an end to this first half. 21 seconds to go. No more timeouts for the Chiefs as they spread them out. Once again, we got to watch Njoku here. Watson back to pass. He's looking deep, and Bosa's there to give him a kiss. Another sack, and that will do it for the first half here at Raymond James Stadium. The most excitement happened in the last 20 seconds of the game. Wow, a 10-3 halftime lead for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Started off not looking pretty, but we'll take it as we are kind of, not leading in much, but we'll take the lead at halftime. As we take a look around the league here at halftime, going up into the north, as the Dolphins fall to the Bengals, as Taysom Hill has 4 touchdowns and 350 through the air. Russell Wilson and his time in Miami is off to a mediocre start. Excuse me. as we head out over to London as the Saints remain undefeated in a close game there, as Mac Jones' turnovers seem to be the cause there in a 3-point loss as they held Burrow to under 200, no touchdowns. That is a heck of a defense the Vikings must have, but the Saints 4-0. Take a look around the league. The Panthers in our division as well come up with a loss at home against the Cardinals. And the Falcons take a big win against Cleveland, doubling them up, plus a point. Second half underway here. Buccaneers kick off to the Chiefs, and that's going to go at the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 now for this Kansas City Chiefs offense from their own 25-yard line. Buccaneers looking to bring some more heat here, because we got to make sure we watch Njoku in the pass game, and he gets rid of it quickly. Watson just felt the pressure up the middle. We've been able to get a lot up there, and it's been helping Bosa, and Phillips make some plays around the edges too. Spread out, they have no protection. Gets rid of it quickly to the sideline to Deontay, and Jalen Ramsey is all over him like shit on a stick. Tackle him quickly for a quick gain of 3. 3rd and 7 now, as we are going to man up here on the back end. Watson back to pass, and it is almost intercepted. Golly, he cannot catch with the best of them. Another terrible punt into the wind. Buccaneers started. Etienne gets the ball and just gets wrapped up. Could not catch, as DJ Humphries comes up a little lame there, holding his left knee. And this is not what we needed, especially in a 10-3 game. Our best O-lineman going out to the locker room. That does not look good. We have 0 depth here. 2nd and 7 now. We can't worry about it. Etienne gets the ball up the middle, and he almost falls forward. He does get the first, as Myles Garrett tries to pull him back to prevent the first down. And golly, DJ has knee cartilage tear, and that will put him out for about 4 to 6, I'm assuming. We're going to have to look in the free agent market. This car turns it around. It's almost the soul is sucked out of this offensive line as they O-laid every one of the defenders there. 2nd and long for Derek Carr. He looks to get rid of it, and he is brought down quickly by Willie Gay on the linebacker blitz. Too deep a routes for the blitz. We just, we can't have that, especially with our makeshift O-line, as Willie Gay just came free on the back of that drop. And it is a 3rd and long now here for this Buccaneers offense, who is still in field goal range, maybe. McLaughlin does not hit the ball very long, but with this wind, it might help. As we look to get it down the sideline, just out the... Chase Claypool could not get his tips on that. McLaughlin kicks it, tries to play the wind, and it does not catch for him. Another field goal wide the opposite way. It will remain a 7-point game here, as Deshaun Watson comes out slinging underneath. And for some reason, Ramsey was not on Deontay there. Pussied out in the matchup, but he is here now in the slot. 1st and 10 now, across midfield. They have abandoned the run game in this weather. Watson quickly rolls to his right and whips it to Njoku, bringing up another 2nd and short. Their pass game's doing okay compared to ours, that's for sure. They do not want to run the ball, as he chucks it underneath to Jalen Guyton once again, who's been a big possession guy for them there, converting another 1st down. Come on, D. Get some pressure here as he taps it forward to Deontay. Another way to get him the ball. Unfortunately, it was not for much there. Darius Williams brought him down. 2nd and 8 now. It's Watson back to pass. Flails it out right to Njoku again, and that is only going to pick up a yard. 3rd and 7 now. This Buccaneers team is looking to bring some heat and try to get the ball out quick in this weather. Make them make mistakes. Blitz coming. He gets it out quickly to Njoku, gets his head around, and that is enough for a 1st down. High risk, high reward. All we can really hope for is to hold them to 3. That is our goal here. From the 15, they go bunch to the right side. Singletary to the left, as he is given the ball. Nice big hole out the right side, and the Buccaneers swarm, but not after 10. As that's only his 4th carry of the day, but enough to bring them inside the 4-yard line. They move those chains, and they abandon the run once again quickly. 1st and goal from the 4. Watson back, looking for Njoku, and just had to throw it where no one else could get it, either Njoku or nobody. And in that case, it was nobody. As it's 2nd and goal now, gets rid of it quickly, and that is off the mitts. That slippery pigskin. Once again, no one can squeeze it. 3rd and goal. Njoku in the slot. Probably going to hook up again. As he does, Watson can't find him. Bosa looking, and that is going to be out of bounds. They call it at the 1, but it was just a field goal attempt anyways. Bringing that deficit down to 4. A 10-6 game here. 4:30 left to go in the 3rd. As Carr hands it to Etienne, and he is wrapped up quickly. Another injury timeout as Jermaine Johnson go into the locker room. The war of attrition in these ugly, muddy games. Who's going to survive? As Derek Carr waits for the second window, finds Juju underneath, and he's able to fall forward up to the 46 as we are 6 for 14 in a buck 16. You know, we can't expect the pass game to do much, especially with how Derek Carr has been playing. But we'll take that play when we need him. Carr back to pass, looking to get it to Claypool underneath. He is getting ping-ponged around and knocked back. Not a gain of much, only 2 there. 2nd and 8. You know, we need to see Claypool kind of do more. I know Derek has missed him on a couple throws, but we need him to emerge as some sort of a threat as well. As we have 3rd and 6 here. Love to see him win on this route, but that is a tough one as we're going to look to lead with Derek Carr, and he just does not have the giddy up to get going forward. Tackled from behind. Midfield. What does coach want to do? 67? I mean, at that point, I think we just go for it instead because we've already missed 2 field goals. If we miss again, they're here. We could punt, but is that going to do much? Let's just go for it here. See what we can do. As Carr drops back to pass, dumps it to Etienne. He, you know, the pressure was coming. They tackle him short. Yeah, it's going to be the outcome kind of regardless. Didn't have a good play to pick. Rushed it. And that's okay. As Singletary runs up the gut here as they get their second possession of the second half. 34 pass attempts in this game in a monsoon. As he can't get it out there. Throws it where no one could get it as well. But that ball is getting slick and slippery. And you can just tell. The next team to make a mistake might lose this game for good. Quinn Bohanna gets some pressure as that ball floated out of bounds, and that will be another punt. 1st and 10 Buccaneers here. So we look to stretch this one out into the short side. Etienne slips in the grass, it appeared, as he's only up to 45 yards on almost 20 carries. 2.5 yard average, not good when our best player isn't doing his thing. Carr gets it underneath the Claypool, trying to help him step up, and he makes a big play there, converting. Be another first down. Move the twigs. And do your thing, Claypool. End of the 3rd here as we just give it to Etienne. He tries to kick it outside. Gets swarmed by Chiefs defenders. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter. As the home Buccaneers still hold on to a 4-point lead. 10-6 overall as the Chiefs have thrown the ball 41 times in this hurricane. Start of the 4th quarter here. Etienne gets the ball. Has nowhere to run, just runs into a sea of white and red. Bringing up another 3rd and long here. See if we can catch him off guard. The little play action. Devin White stays. We're going to throw it to... Ooh, should have been a pick. Devin White just did not see that ball. Good concentration from Zay Jones. I thought Devin was maybe going to fall off to Juju there, and he did not. He just stood still. I threw it to Zay. We'll take that. Thank you, Devin. He still has a soft spot for the old Raymond James. 1st and 10 now as maybe we just got to force it with DC. Looking for Juju across the middle. Somehow comes away with it. It's almost as if Willie Gay tipped it up into him. Derek Carr with 3 guys around him. He wore that. And what a catch from Juju. Had to make the play for his quarterback as he wore one on the chin there. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Given to Etienne. Busted out. You know, able to get 4, which is almost double what is averaged in the first half. Or for the first 3 quarters here. 2nd and 6. Draw play. Haven't seen much of that. And it seemed to be efficient. As Etienne's able to get up into the 5 yard line. The 4, excuse me. 1st and goal. Buccaneers here. Looking to really put this game almost out of reach with 9 and counting. Etienne runs into a wall, bounces back, gets thrown forward, does not cross the plane. Unfortunately, I think we still reward him though here. Do our best. I mean, Myles Garrett's right there. We do not have the O-line to win in the trenches this tight. As Carr turns, and just as we expected, this is going to have to cross the line through DC, unfortunately. That's just the way this 2022 Buccaneers team is. 3rd and goal now with the stick play out. Carr looking for anyone. He has nobody. Gets absolutely rinsed off the edge. And that is going to bring up another tough decision, but no one was open till it was too late. Probably could have got rid of it to Hooper. But a field goal attempt here. As we get closer from the 14, McLaughlin can kick it. We go up 7 once again. We'll take it. 13-6 ball game. Late in the 4th. 7:16 to go now. From their own 39. The creep takes the snap. Has all the time in the world. He steps up. He's going to take off and he will slide for the 2nd and inches. I was going to say first down. I mean, they gave him 10 because he had a 25-yard carry earlier. As we are just starting to get aggressive here with us. Only a 7-point lead, and any mistake can see. That's why we got to do it. Don't talk yourself out of it as we bring the heat again on this 3rd and inches. Bohanna trying to break a block. Singletary smashes right through the middle of the defense up into our secondary. Ramsey gives him the hockey check, and he brings him down into Buccaneer territory. 1st and 10. Butthole's getting a little tight here. We lay off as Ramsey all over Deontay. Looks like that's where Watson wanted to go as he gets wrestled away from Myles Jack. Not after a gain of 4. From the 34 now, 2nd and 6. 3-man rush as Watson has all the time in the world. Looking to check it down to Deontay. He does. Sheds the first tackler and ridden out of bounds from Myles Jack. We are just not getting any presence from Joey Bosa or Jalen Phillips right now. Excuse me, or in this second half. And we need them to make a play. We need something here. It's a sloppy game. Only a 7-point game. Ball comes out quick. And Njoku makes the play. And they are just moving the ball at will here. 4:20 and counting. As we rush 3 again, it looks like. Then we bring 4. Singletary off the left side. Sheds a couple tackles. Won't go much further as it was strung out. Only for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now. Extra tight end in. Singletary to the right. From the 11-yard line here. We have all the safeties up. We are bringing the heat. Try to get the ball out quick. He does. That almost Darius Williams. We had him where we wanted him. He threw the hitch to Darnell Mooney. But unfortunately, nobody's looking for the football here to make a play. That'll be 3rd and 2 with 3 minutes to go here. 7-point game. Chiefs are marching. The molester. Back to throw. Almost intercepted. Jalen Ramsey does what he does best. Matches up. Said, I know you got the inside leverage last time. Rides him in deep. He knew he wasn't going up for the fade. Played the slant the whole way. And unfortunately, nobody can squeeze this ball unless it's Budda Baker in a Houdini effort. As they are going to go for it on 4th and 2. Singletary up the middle. And he does not get it. The Buccaneer defense holds strong and shuts him down. That is almost challengeable. We will take that though. And this game certainly is not over the way our offense has been playing. 13-6 game. What a stand from our defense. As he turns and gives to Etienne, and he is only able to gain 2 there. 2nd and 8 as we bring in the fullback. See if we can get something. The penetration is too much to Alexander Mattison comes in for a run. Giving Etienne a little breather. And unfortunately, that only brings up 3rd and 8. And the clock is going to stop at the 2-minute warning here. Chiefs are looking like they will get the ball back. As big a play of our defense made, they're going to have to make one more. Carr looking to throw. Says fuck it. Didn't want to take the safety. There it is. The boneheaded mistake from the... Oh man. Take the safety, I guess. As he just grips it and rips it. Jordan Fuller. Oh fuck it, he says. And just... in a hurricane. Oh no. This Buccaneers team is something else. Also want to apologize if we have no game audio. I'm still figuring it out. Now I'm getting stressed about that. Okay. Come on, defense. Do it again. Derek Carr just hurts us. Ball underneath the Darnell. That'll be enough for a first down. 1:45 and counting. We're down to 1:30 now as the runoff hits. Watson back to throw. Can't find anyone. Chucks it in late, and it is knocked away from Buda Baker. I cannot believe what just happened. Derek Carr, the fucket of all fuckets. Chuck it. Said hot. Russian 4 here. Watson gets the ball out quickly, and David Njoku is going to saunter into the end zone untouched. Another Derek Carr turnover turns into points the other way as we control this. Well, our defense controlled this game. 13 all here. 1:18 to go. 3 timeouts. We are going to spread them out. No protection. Got to get the ball out quick. 1st and 10. Carr looking to throw, and he can't get on target. 2nd and 10 now. Clock not moving either. The sick part is we could leave Kansas City if we don't do anything here. Carr takes off. Slide, buddy. He does not. Gets his tits lit. Another turnover from DC. And he may have just cost us this game. Once again, I mean, the seas parted, but you got to just get down. And he thought he could be the hero with that C on his chest. Oh no. How the turntables here. As Tampa Bay might lose their first game at home and 3rd on the year when they were in complete control of this Hurricane game. Oh, 1:04 to go as they call a timeout here. 2nd and 11. What is happening? Singletary can't go anywhere. Another timeout comes in. 3rd and 12 if we can only hold them to 3. But if we know anything about our first 2 weeks of the season, we do not know how to close a game, end a game. It's always anticlimactic, and it's about to happen again as Singletary busts through the middle of this defense like it's nothing. That'll be our last timeout. And with 2 seconds to go, the Chiefs with a walk-off field goal off of 2 late 4th quarter turnovers from Derek Carr. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers team has fallen to 1-3 on the season and should almost be 0-4 if it wasn't for the miraculous comeback last week. What is going on with this team from Tampa Bay as they fall 16-13 to the Kansas City Chiefs? As we take a look at the post-game stats here, you know, Derek Carr, another multi-turnover game, 50% completion, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Etienne couldn't get things going either. I mean, under 3 yards a carry. But these fumbles in the worst time, these turnovers, our defense is holding on for dear life all they can. And we just couldn't throw the ball. I mean, we had the one big one to Zay Jones before the half. Got me juiced up for this game and this team. But man, our defense, I feel bad for them. Just got to hope a lot of them want to come back, complete this rebuild. Cam Sutton leads the way. Or Miles Jack, sorry. And Joey Bosa again in the backfield as he has a sack and a half once again, quietly, hey? Jalen Phillips with the half sack. We take a look at the injury here to DJ Humphries. It will be 6 weeks in that cartilage tear. He is going to be out, so we are going to need to find a replacement for him because we don't have the depth. We don't have really anything. And we are going to bring in Dwayne Brown, the old wily vet. Sign him, put him in, and see what he can do. Because it can't be that much worse as the 1-3 Bucs give the Chiefs their first win as we look ahead to week 5. We have another divisional matchup here against the 2-2 Falcons as we find ourselves at the bottom of the NFC South here. But that will pretty much do it for today's episode. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace!